It looks like OnePlus are doing something quite different with their phone series in the second half of the year. Some massive Samsung camera leaks which just look absolutely crazy, and the iPhone 12 series may just win the smartphone world this year. And first to some Apple news and a new report from Ming-Chi Kuo about Apple's plans specifically towards mini LED technology. This is a screen technology that they have been planning and investing in for a long time, and it's planned to come into more and more Apple products, specifically the iPad range and also some MacBooks. The panels actually were planned to go into mass production in Q3 and Q4 of this year and also in Q1 of next year. There are going to be some delays though, although apparently some products are coming out by the end of the year that will be using mini LED screens. The first product that may come with a mini LED screen is a 12.9 inch iPad with an Apple A14X chipset, and the next product may be a MacBook, a 14.1 inch screen model. The iPad may be before the end of this year, and there are no dates according to Ming-Chi Kuo on the release of that MacBook. He does though forecast a 300% growth in the market for mini LED screens. So the benefit of mini LEDs is that they are different in the way that they backlight the screen, and so the mini LED screen actually behaves a lot more like an OLED screen, and those OLED screens are the ones we get in really high-end phones and TV screens and offer those really deep contrast ratios that give us the deep blacks and the amazing contrast and colors. I don't know why they can't just go the whole hog and just use OLED panels in MacBooks and iPads, but let's not get into screen wars. Mini LEDs will offer us an improvement over the current screens they're using in iPads and MacBooks, so we're very excited to see them. Q3 or 4 for a product this year, maybe push back a bit, but over the next few years, mini LEDs in more Apple products. And more leaks and reports on the iPhone 12 series. So we know there are 4 models in the iPhone 12 series this year that has been leaked, and they will all get 5G. So that's a very good thing. They will all have 5G. You won't have to make a choice there. But the 5G capability on the phones is going to be different according to this leak anyway. According to the leak, the 2 lower models in the iPhone 12 series, so the 5.7 and 6.1 inch models, will be getting the sub 6, and then the Pro and Pro Max getting the full hog and getting the millimeter wave as well. So if we look at the leaked prices for the iPhone 12 series, the iPhone 12, the smallest model, starting at $649, moving to the slightly bigger model at $749. Then the Pro model, which has the same size screen, at $999, and then the Pro Max at just over $1,000 according to these price leaks, and they may change obviously, but if we look at these price leaks, we look at all the 4 models, there is so much choice. Who would ever have thought that we would get a lot of choice and low prices, just $649 for a brand new iPhone with the best chipset, an OLED display, dual cameras, 5G technology, and this thing is coming way cheaper than Android flagships. So there are 2 phones that are coming cheaper than any other Android flagship this year. These are of course rumors for right now, but the way that it's looking, Apple might just win the race this year. Samsung are testing out lots of different camera hardware for the upcoming Galaxy S21 series. Yes, in about 10 months time. Their new phones look to be carrying on in the Ultra trend from that S20 Ultra and just offering specs, big numbers. So it looks likely that those phones will be using 150 megapixel cameras. Samsung have finished the development of this sensor and it looks like they're going to use it in that phone. In terms of the camera units, the cameras that they're testing right now that could be possibly going into the S21 series are optical image stabilization on all of the lenses, a new 12 megapixel macro image sensor. That's something that they've used on their A series but never used on a flagship line like the S series before. Optical image stabilization on the selfie camera, which is definitely something I would love to see. And also ditching completely laser autofocus. This is absolutely fantastic news and absolutely should be ditched. Laser autofocus obviously can't beat dual pixel autofocus. If it ain't broke, you definitely shouldn't fix it, and phase detect isn't broke. It works and it works well, so they should put it back for the S21 series. OnePlus over the last few years have given us in the second half of the year a T variant of their phones. So whatever phones they launch in the first half of the year, they launch some small upgrades in the second half of the year. Last year, they gave us the upgraded processor, the 855 Plus, in those second half phones. But according to a product manager from OnePlus, the OnePlus 8 Pro, which was recently released, won't be getting a T upgrade this year. He didn't mention anything about the vanilla OnePlus 8 or other products that may be launching in the second half of the year. We know that OnePlus are launching the OnePlus Z, which should be coming in July. This is a mid-range phone, a budget buster sort of phone, going back to the roots of OnePlus. But in terms of the T variant for the Pro, obviously, according to his statement, not coming. At the same time, though, we have this leak that OnePlus have just registered a charging brick that is capable of 65 watt fast charging. But for right now, their Pro models only use 30 watt fast charging. So if they were to give some products 65 watt, you would assume they would be high-end models, because that sort of charging solution will come to high-end models before medium or mid-range models. So at the moment, we don't know what plans OnePlus has for that charging brick, but it's obviously something coming into phones. Will it be coming to a new phone in the second half of the year, or will they be waiting maybe to upgrade some new Pro models next year? For now, we don't know, but definitely some changes in the way OnePlus will be releasing some phones this year at least. All right, that is your tech news for today. You can subscribe to the other channel for lots more content as well, and I'll see you in the next one.